So it is Chamber Chat. Coxy's here. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Jessica's here. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Good, good.
You're doing well?
Well, I'm here. I haven't given up yet.
That's very important. I'm great because it's like a rainy, cool day out right now.
Yeah.
We were out the door early today, and I even had time to go back to my house before coming here.
Go, girl.
I know. I had to unload something in the back of my car.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to rain?
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm saying no so that hopefully I'm wrong.
I don't either.
I don't know.
But you're right. I mean, it's
like
kind of
15%,
teasing us. It's
yeah.
kind of like making us
It's
think.
really nice out.
It is beautiful. And what, the high's only like 70-something, 72-ish?
80 today.
Oh, my phone said 72. But
Did your phone know where you are?
that was also at 6 a.m., so that
It
is...
says 80.
That is...
It says 80. So.
Tiebreaker. Here we go. High of 77.
See?
You have 77.
I have 72. Well, let me go double check.
I
Mine's
don't
probably
understand that.
changed.
We all have the same phone.
But you use a different app than I do.
I use the default app that comes with the phone.
Yeah, see, my husband uses that too. Okay, you're right. Mine up here, like way up here, it says 80.
Uh-huh.
But down here, it doesn't say it says 72.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it depends on where you look.
Well, I hope 72. I'm not saying
Isn't
that
that
we
weird?
shouldn't have 72. I'm not saying that.
But it'll be warmer than that.
But 80 is, but anyway, somewhere between 72 and 80, depending on where you are.
Sounds pretty nice.
Somewhere. I know. Either way, it's below 100.
Jinx, owe me a Coke.
Hey, what are you doing for lunch today?
What am I doing for lunch today?
Yeah.
They haven't decided yet.
Oh, you've got sales.
We have salespeople
Sales
come
lunch.
in, and so we ask them, where do you want to go for lunch? And a lot of times they punt. Well, I don't care. Wherever you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll sit there for about 2 minutes listening to this back and forth, and then I will finally rise up out of my chair and will somebody pick something now? I'm hungry. Do you have a suggestion?
I do. This will be easy. Then you don't have to wait the 2 or 5 or 10 minutes. You should come to the country club. We're having a lunch and learn.
Ah,
And it's Dr. Salgado who's presenting. It's only $10, which...
And it's usually always delicious.
Uh-huh.
Jess and I are like,
So,
can we get seconds?
Yeah. We go last just in case there's not enough food, but there's always enough food. And then we're like, let's take the rest home because there's leftovers.
Yeah.
No, really though, we're having our lunch and learn. Like I said, it's only $10. I don't know if you guys usually have like conversation during lunch or if it's just a fun lunch.
you
but-
don't want to hear the conversation.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
We have people on our staff that watch the murder videos. The murder investigations or stories about
True crime
murders,
stuff?
true crime
Uh-huh.
stuff.
People
Yeah.
are really into that.
Yes, and at some point in time, again, the fatherly figure at the end of the table. Some of us are trying to eat lunch.
Well, today,
We could cut back on the conversation.
yes,
'cause
it'll be
you'd
hospital
listening.
related, but not blood and gut hospital
Oh,
related.
true.
It would be more administration hospital level.
Business.
Yeah, business.
Yeah.
Where's the hospital headed? How did they live through COVID?
Mhm.
How are they surviving now? What's going on? What are their plans for the future?
Yeah.
So, we're inviting anybody out that wants to come and join us today. $10, like I said, $10. That's cheaper than Wendy's. I'm sorry.
Preach.
Sorry, Wendy's.
You know. It's cheaper than anywhere.
I know.
It's
really.
cheaper than most
We'll just say that.
lunch options.
Yeah. So, come get yourself some wonderful country club lunch and hear from Artesia General Hospital on all things related to the
Doors open at 11:45.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just bring your $10 bill with you.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Or you can pay card at the door. We'll
Okay.
have a little reader.
Okay. Is it still $10 or do you add a
No.
credit card fee to
We
$10.
don't. We eat them. We eat the fees.
Okay, just making sure.
For dessert.
We're awesome like that.
We really are.
Because, when people went to the state baseball and softball tournament
Yes.
or to the volleyball tournament or to the basketball
I
tournament,
heard this.
that the screen says $10.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, okay. And you click to pay, and then it's
Not.
not $10 because they add another $1.50.
Did they tell you that, or it was just a
Not
surprise?
until you go to check out.
Yeah, it was like
There may have been a little thing on the screen that says some service fees
Yeah.
may apply.
Yeah.
So that may have been your only warning.
Well, think how many people are going in there. Thousands. I mean, that would add up.
A lot.
Yeah.
Well, and sometimes they force you to buy your ticket online.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just show, like, the poor barking guy
Right.
tried to show up with his cash, and they're like, no, sorry, you have to have a ticket on your phone. And he's like, I don't have that.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
So then, not only can you not pay the $10, but then,
You really can't
They're-
pay $10 ever.
right,
Yeah. But that's not what's going on
That
at
is
Lunch and Learn
not what
today.
Artesia
No.
Chamber stands for.
today, it's $10 flat, cash, check, charge, whatever
Trade.
you, Venmo,
We're open to it.
vamoose.
I don't know. Make me an offer.
I have a.
You could trade with the country club to clean their
I
dishes
have this
later.
very special mug
I
that
don't want
has
that.
been used by me for a number of years.
No, thank you.
No, that's not
You're-
worth $10.
Nope.
Are you willing to trade it?
No, not really.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Priceless.
It is.
Not
Oh.
really.
But no, that would be fun.
We were in a coffee shop up in Albuquerque. Joby and I were, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and they have mugs. And a lady was looking at the mug, and all of a sudden,
Oh,
slipped
no.
out of her hands, crashed, shattered all over the floor. So they grabbed the box off the shelf, and they were scooping up the pieces and putting it in the box.
They're going to send it back to the company and say it came broken.
Or they're
Yeah.
going to scan the barcode and tell the lady you owe me $30.
That could be it too. I don't know.
Hope you got some super glue.
It's yours now.
That's right. That's right. I guess in that situation, I guess you would feel obligated to pay for the mug, wouldn't you?
I would. You break it, you buy it. That used to be a sign on all the windows.
Yeah, but I didn't
And I
mean
would-
to drop it. It slipped out of my hands.
Maybe you shouldn't be touching stuff, sir, if you got butterfingers.
Yeah, but
Hey, look with your eyes, not with your hands.
That's what we have to tell our kids all the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what people try nowadays. Because we sat outside and did some people watching while we were eating our breakfast. But so I didn't see the end of the
Can I ask where you were?
Albuquerque.
At which restaurant?
It was a coffee shop.
On what streets?
It was in ABQ Uptown.
Oh. Yeah. Got it.
We have one here now.
Oh. $5.
That's what it's up to. And that was, well,
Or more.
look, we were going to the Apple. Well, I was going to the Apple store.
Uh-huh.
Joby was riding along.
Mm-hmm.
So he was going wherever I was going. But they weren't open yet.
Oh.
And so of all the places around there, that was the only place that we could go grab a cup of coffee and wait the 20 minutes until the store opened up.
I was in that area this weekend. It's so pretty. There's a lot to walk around and see and do and shop, and I
Yeah.
wanted to just stay there all day, but I couldn't.
Yeah. And we only saw like 3 high on drug wacko homeless people
I saw,
walking around. 2 were walking around on the street, and then there was one sitting in front of the store having a great conversation
with himself, herself,
himself. But
himself.
we thought about jumping in and saying, no, that's not what he said.
Don't mess with people like that, Gene.
I know, 'cause
They're on
they'll probably
drugs. They
pull a
could,
knife
they could,
or-
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we got to see all the happy people of Albuquerque.
Nice. That was this past weekend too?
No,
Or
this was 2 weekends ago during
weekends
the
ago.
state
Gotcha.
state tournament weekend.
Yeah. Cool.
So that was my one experience that I can share with people today. Of course, the hotel we stayed in, it was motel, not a hotel, and all non-smoking rooms, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
So we go to check in, and I open up the door. So
Different room, please.
I got a different room,
Good.
and it was one that the guy said, well, I'm going to go ahead and put you in here anyway. The air conditioner, squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh,
I don't know what's worse.
I don't either.
So the squeaking of the air conditioner or the
Smelly.
smell of the smoke?
Well, they have this really cool machine that I learned about from a hotel manager here in Artesia. If someone does smoke in there, obviously they get charged and it's, whatever. But there's this machine that they can
I
put
have
in.
one.
Really? And it sucks it all out.
And does it really
But
work?
it takes like
We got it.
a long time, like 48 hours or something.
It depends on how heavy the smoke is. We got
Right.
one after we got Lana's car back from the thieves who smoked in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, she had never smoked in the car, so it had no smoke in it, and then it was gone for about three and a half weeks. And so whoever was driving it around Carlsbad was smoking in it. And so we got one of these ionizers.
Yeah.
And we put it in there, and you close the lid up, and you run the air conditioning system, and you run it for several hours.
And it worked?
And it worked. It worked. It got it all out there. Now, you don't want anything living in there while you're doing this, because it converts the oxygen to ozone, basically.
Wow.
And then once it's converted, then all the particles that you smell blow away when you open up the doors and air everything out.
So
but
weird.
There's no oxygen in there anymore, so it kills the bugs. It kills, if you leave your pet bird in there or lizard, they're gone. So don't leave anything living in there that you don't want to die.
Do you think if I was going to buy a car from a smoker who'd been smoking in it for like 8 years, it would work?
You would have to probably do numerous treatments, but eventually, over time, it may work. Like I said, we got
That's
lucky.
why I didn't buy the car.
we got lucky because they hadn't, like I said, nobody had smoked in it before, and they only had it for about 2-3 weeks, and so that one treatment was able to get it out there. But yeah, hotels use them to try to fix rooms that people
Interesting.
violate their policies on.
Pretty cool.
So,
I'm sorry. That reminds me. Have you seen that new cute movie? I think it's on Disney Plus. It's called Home Team,
nope.
and it has the guy from
King of Queens?
yes, King of Queens.
My boy, Kevin.
Yes.
I always want to say Kevin Bacon, but it's Kevin James.
Kevin
Kevin James.
Yeah, and he he's like supposed to be the head football coach for the Saints, and he gets fired, right? And then he goes back to his ex-wife and child's hometown and ends up becoming the head
the high
football
school-
coach
high
for
school
the high
coach?
school. Yeah,
Okay.
because he starts helping out, but the high school football coach at the time is really the guy from Twilight,
Oh, yeah.
the cute one, the wolf one.
Mhm.
Anyway, so he
Not in his prime anymore.
yeah, he's the football coach, but he like totally is like just a pushover, and they take advantage of him, like order pizza while they're on the field and whatever. Anyway, it's funny.
No
So it's a
discipline.
cute comedy, right? And so then insert the dad, and he comes back, and the kid's pissed at him because he hasn't been around, hasn't come to his games, and blah blah blah. Right? There's drama. Anyway, he gets a hotel room.
I don't remember
And-
this part.
Their bathtub is full,
yeah.
and it just like
Yeah.
gurgles at night. And so he calls the front desk guy, and he's like, "Hey, like something's going on. Can I like, get a different room or whatever?" And he's like, "Well, I can bring you up a fan."
To give you some different white noise.
Yeah, and he's like, "What would that do?" "Well, you wouldn't hear the gurgle anymore." And then he goes, "Well, wouldn't I hear the fan?" "Oh yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, you hear the fan.
And that was the end of it. Like he just hangs up.
Well, another thing, too, is sometimes people get very wordy in their explanations of things. So I was in the lobby, and the car pulls up front, and a lady and her son come in, a young kid, and she starts to go into this great big long explanation how they've been on the road, and they've been traveling, and it's been several hours, and the kid's standing there doing the pee-pee dance.
Uh-oh.
And she finally gets to where, is there any way possible that he could use the bathroom? And the guy's like, yeah, it's right around the corner. It's like, I would have led with that. Hey, can he use the bathroom?
I have a long story to tell you, but after.
It's like she felt bad. She had to justify her asking.
I
and I don't
do
think
that.
and the guy wouldn't mind. I don't think anybody would mind in that situation.
Way less than mopping up her kid's pee if she took too long.
But on the flip side, I will tell you, I'm that girl that does that. My drives my husband crazy because he's like always tells me like get to the point.
Yeah.
But had she walked in and said, "Can my son use the restroom?" maybe they would have said, "I'm sorry, we don't have public bathrooms."
Then she would have said, look, dude,
But that's
But
not
then that gets
her
aggressive.
nature.
we've been on the road for 4 hours.
Yeah.
We're out of jars. He's got to go.
Wow.
Come on, man.
So what is the psychology behind being wordy?
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
it's because, man, I don't know not the professional psychology behind it, but the reason that I do that is to give a full description so that hopefully you understand the emotion behind whether like why I'm mad or why I'm happy, why I'm excited, why
The
the kid needs to go to the bathroom so bad. And because okay, yes, there was probably a Shell station or a gas station to use, but I don't know why she chose this particular place, but obviously she chose it for a reason. And so I don't know. I would want to be like to justify
when you get
why.
off the interstate at that interchange, it's the first place that you pull into. See, you're overthinking the situation.
And when you're telling like a happy story about nothing, you just want them to like fully invest in your emotions. Okay.
Yeah. It's
My
probably the
husband, it
same
drives him
kind
nuts.
of mentality as to why people post stuff on social media.
No, I think that's a different
don't
psychology.
You
know.
think that's a different psychology?
It's called narcissism. This is called sweet socializing.
It's called,
Hey,
yeah.
my kid
what
has
is
to go to the bathroom.
empathy?
Can he use your bathroom? Sure, it's right around the corner. He would. The same answer would have been given by the guy at the counter if she didn't start down the rabbit hole of explaining why we're
She didn't know that.
She didn't know what.
That he would say
What if
yes.
he'd said no?
What
Well,
if he
then
had
keep that in your back pocket.
Right, that's true. I see your point.
Hey, can my kid use the bathroom real quick? Sure. Right down the corner. If you guys say, well, I don't know, we don't have any public bathrooms. Look, we've been on the road for 4 hours. This is the first interchange we got off. You're the first place we pulled up to. If you don't let him go in to use your bathroom, I'm going to have him go right here.
See, and that's aggressive to me.
Yeah,
that's
same.
threatening.
No, same.
If you don't let him use your bathroom, I'm going to let him go on the floor. That's like threatening.
That's confrontational.
I don't like it. Yeah.
I agree.
To me, I wouldn't. No, I'd be like, okay, he'll go in the bushes outside. It's fine. I mean, we had to stop on the side of the road on the way back from Albuquerque for my kid. Learn to pee in the wild.
There you go. All right.
Chamber chat?
After the break.
Okay.
So we'll be right back after this.
Now for a Pecos